Welcome to the dazzling lights and hustle bustle of Times Square. This vibrant and energetic hub embodies what it truly means to be in New York City. Whether you're standing between the skyscrapers, people watching from one of the outdoor cafes, or just taking in all the bright signs around you, Times Square is an experience like no other. Where exactly is Times Square? Times Square is located at Broadway and 7th Avenue intersection in Manhattan, New York City. It's easy to find since Times Square is one of the most popular travel spots in NYC, and you'll be able to spot it right away with its bright signs and bustling crowds. Things to see and do. The endless neon lights and billboards. The heart of Times Square is its billboards and neon signs, including the world-famous Toshiba billboard, a larger-than-life replica of a laptop computer that plays videos every 15 minutes. Pictures with the iconic red steps across from it also make great souvenirs. Stroll around, take in all the vibrant visuals, or even get your photo taken with one of the costumed characters roaming around. Go for Broadway shows. No trip to Times Square would be complete without taking in a Broadway show. Whether it's a smash hit like The Book of Mormon or more classic offerings such as A Chorus Line, the theater district is packed with performances every day. You can find discounted tickets at TKTS booths in Duffy Square, Father Duffy Square and the South Street Seaport. Visit Madame Tussauds. Take a snooze from the hustle and bustle of Times Square with a visit to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Get up close and personal with life-sized replicas of A-list celebrities, international leaders and legendary figures from history. Shopping in Times Square. You're lucky. Times Square has stores ranging from exclusive designer boutiques to discount outlets. Shopaholics will love the many stores and boutiques that line the streets of Times Square, such as Sephora. Bring your appetite. From upscale eateries to cheap street food, Times Square is a foodie haven. Whether it's Italian cuisine or classic American fare you're after, this area has plenty of great spots for all tastes and budgets. Some of the best restaurants include John's Pizzeria, Sesamo Italian Restaurant and Burger Joint NYC. Taste the best cheesecake at Junior's, the world-famous eatery that has been serving delicious New York delights since 1950. Or get a quick snack from one of the many street vendors throughout Times Square, plenty to choose from. Insider tips to make the most of Times Square experience. Book your tickets far in advance to avoid long lines and sold-out shows. Skip the cabs and take the subway, it's cheaper and faster. Get out at 42nd Street, Times Square Station. You'll be right in the heart of all the action. Bring a map to ensure you don't miss some of the lesser-known attractions. Times Square is packed with hidden gems. Go early in the morning if you want to avoid crowds. The place becomes crowded by noon and stays that way until midnight. Don't forget to bring an umbrella if you're visiting in the winter. It's a good idea to plan and be prepared for any rain or snow. If you're visiting in the summer, wear comfortable clothes and shoes. Times Square can get very hot. Leave time to explore the area's side streets. You'll find some of the best restaurants, shops and attractions. Don't forget your camera. You'll want to capture all those amazing sights and sounds. Make sure to take a picture with the costumed characters. They're part of the experience. But don't forget to bring cash for tipping street performers and costumed characters. Finally, make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Times Square is huge, and you'll be doing a lot of walking.